Folks, welcome to Pasadena, California, and the beautiful Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. This is a setting so beautiful, so perfect, it almost looks like a movie set. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Away to get us going here. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. But this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And looking for a big play here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Next up, 6. Coming up, fourth down.
The Bruins will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. Ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's found some room at the 45. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And now the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Let's it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
They're going to run it. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. UCLA 3, LSU 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll feed the back again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to pass this time. Bringing pressure. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
That makes the score LSU 7, UCLA 3.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Here's the option play. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play. May have been one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The Bruins will have to kick it away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Throws a stiff arm. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. trying to create here on the move. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The sure hands. It's Cortez. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Bruins line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback's got it on the option. They can't slow him down. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they hand it off to the back. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Bruins. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4.
That makes the score LSU.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run here, lets it go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Bruins lining up here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. He's back to throw again on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. And he stopped short of the first down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half. Out
comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. The attempt is no good. The lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So second down after the incompletion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. A solid run, good for first down yardage. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Bruins will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The sack and the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And the UCLA offense takes the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Makes the catch. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers, because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 14, UCLA 13.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Turnover. The 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. What have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's running out of time here. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So it's second and long at the 20. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made wide open way downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Coming up, second down and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Touchdown, LSU. They jump in front here in the fourth. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap. He turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Going up for the first down at the 37.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well. especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
The Bruins with 1st and 10 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. Gets loose now and heads downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here the 26.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The Bruins looking to keep this drive rolling. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Bruins looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Look at him run through those tacklers. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score LSU 30, UCLA 26.
Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. UCLA offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Ball handed off. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.